Hey, so we got another question. Remember, we're gonna do some questions about, because every time we never know who's gonna listen to us. Sometimes, teenagers, um, people that are working right now, 9 to 5s. Sometimes they wanna do something, but you know they start to doubt that all the possible things that how they might fail, like we all used to think. I mean, I'm gonna open um, a restaurant, which is one of the worst. By the way, but one of the worst way to make business is restaurants. So if you don't like it, I don't give a damn though. So yeah, I mean, if you want to start a business, some people want to start something. They first time the thing the first failed, so it's not a good thing. So one of the questions I got here is, can you discuss the impact of surrounding yourself with positive influences on your confidence? I would say yeah. Because I mean, back in the days, we used to say, hey, why are you handling with those kind of people? And we normally say, I mean, it's not your problem, dude. And then when you start getting your stuff, understanding how life works, and when you want to do become someone, you say, damn, it's true, because I'm experiencing that thing right now. Because um back in I'm gonna say these, like, cause I'm an honest guy. So back in the days, just hanging out with dudes, clubs, and you're just chilling. And then when you understand things, like, cause this is gonna be, I hope it's not gonna be too long, but cause I got a very way to understand. Cause some people say, hey, why this guy has a damn Lamborghini, and I'm working my ass off like 95. Because I mean, you might know it, but some people don't. It's crazy. I mean, you don't know it, but don't people don't know it too. Why this person, especially in the universities, that's the worst place to go, dude. I mean, there's a book that one of the dudes, Robert Kiyosaki. I used to be in the college. Um, uh, Damn, it was crazy, because my first year I started with the civil engineering thing. I thought it was a good career to follow, so I became good at math. It was a hard process, but it became good at math. I didn't know I was why I was doing it for. That was one thing that most uh, guys from the 20s and 30s don't know, why they're going to a university. If you don't like it, I don't give a damn. So it's true. Hey, why are you? What's your major? Whatever. Why are you doing it? I don't know. My father told me to do it. First time they don't know a damn about what they're gonna do. So I was one of those guys. Then I quit engineering. Then I started my business, because I mean I read a book, uh, Rich Dad Poor Dad. Damn, I do not suggest you to read that book if you're in college. If you want to read it, it's on you, dude. I mean, I gave you the warning. Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Um, one of my mentors told me to read it. He didn't warn me anything, because that book says, hey, if you want to become rich, you don't have to go. You don't need to go to college. I was like, damn. I mean, I was like 17, 18. I mean, you've been the last 15 years of your life maybe doing the same um, educational system, whatever you call it. Go to college, go to school, whatever. Make the schedule like you always been doing it before. And then this guy comes up and explain his back and his story about how he had two parents. Oh, my bad. He had two fathers. One of them was the rich guy, and then the other one was the poor guy. So I think I don't remember it too much, but it was crazy. Long story short, he put uh, quadrant. I think it's a cash flow quadrant. It was like I'll show it. Look it on internet later. He explained the 4 ways of making money in this world. The first one was being an employee. 60% of people of the world is an employee. Then you have the self-employment, people that have the micro companies. They have the little business. They go paint, bakery, and then we have that was the left side of the quadrant. Then we have the right side where we have the business owners. He says on the book that if you're a business owner has a minimum of 500 employees. And I was like, damn, because we normally say, hey, I have a company, I have an LLC, and at the time I was like, damn, it's gonna hit your ego like very, very hard. And that's one of the things that trying to become an entrepreneur is hard, because it hits your own, mindset, dude. It's crazy. This dude comes up and says 500 employees, and I've been always in this college thing, and they always say, hey, you gotta open up an LLC and then you have your own company. You don't have a company. You have a micro company. A company is a minimum of 500 employees. I was like, damn. And then that was business owners, and then we have the investors. Business owners were like, we had 60-30. These dudes were like 9%. And then the investors were the 1% of the people. So he says the two from the left side were taught to follow money. So that's the 90% of the people in the world. And then the people from the right side, money follows them. I was like, damn. And then the next day I went to college, and then I was like 18, 17, I was looking at these folks getting Lamborghinis, Range Rovers. I'm not going to say I got to have it like by that time, right? But these questions was like, hey, I'm going to a place where someone is teaching me to become successful, which is the thing that I want to be. And these guys on his book says, Robert Kiyosaki, these people is being taught to follow money. And yeah, indeed, these people were teaching me how to follow money. Go ahead and get a job. And I'm 26 right now, right? And it was crazy. Everybody was following money. And I'm not going to say it's bad, because you started from there. Is a good way to improve yourself. I'm not going to say you never have to start it from that way, but we all have to. So the problem is when you don't want to have your goal. That's when you decide if you want to be on the left side or try to hustle and go to the right side, which is being an entrepreneurship, right? So this book comes up and messed up like my mindset, because I was like reading crazy. I started to listen to a lot of folks. I was listening to podcasts, millionaire people talking about the same thing that he was trying to explain on that book. And I was like, damn, it's crazy. So he was he was saying, um, try to surround yourself too. So I was in the college surrounded by thousands of students with the same mindset. I was like getting stressed, dude, because I was trying to get the mindset out, and this is how I'm gonna answer that question. Because it's hard when you're on the same thing in college or whatever club you are with the same people, trying to get a job, trying to create stuff at least, and it's not bad having doctors, it's not bad having civil engineers. We need them, right? But if you one of those dudes that are complaining every day, hey, I don't like what I'm doing, so I mean, if you don't know, who knows, dude, right? So that's why I'm showing to you that information, because this type of information they don't teach you this in college, and because we all want good stuff, right? We all want to have we all want to be in a Monday 2 p.m. at the beach. We all want to be at Tuesday 12 p.m. doing whatever. And they all been teaching us how to go to a job. I call it the chicken roast cycle. You're like the chicken in the middle, go going around. 6 in the morning, go wake up. 12 lunch, go back home. Next day do the same thing. That's the roast chicken cycle. That's how I call it. And yeah, to that question, try to surround with people, and this is the worst thing, because you're gonna start classifying right now, and not it's gonna be mentally classifying. You don't want to try to, but it's gonna feel it like that, because you want to become someone, and not everybody's thinking like you. Hey, I want to do this. Hey, why are you trying to do it, man? You have your career. Look on your family, whatever. I mean, it happened to me, right? It can happen to someone, maybe. So, I mean, it's crazy. Because I mean, if you're the guy that period, I mean, you want to become like you have that decision by heart. I mean, you had that decision. I want to become um, electrician, lawyer, doctor. You're good, bro. I mean, no problems. But what I'm trying to explain to someone here is that those people that want to become, they want to do something different, right? If you don't want to do something different, cool, I get it. It's pretty normal. It's not for everybody. But I have now understand that surrounding yourself with people, because I understand it like it was like a year ago. I went to a boot camp real estate that I was mentioning to you, and talking to people that have a net worth of more than 1, 2, or 10 millions of dollars, it's crazy. Because you think, hey, if you have a person that has on his bank account $15 million, you're gonna start thinking who I am, why I am talking to this dude, because it happened to me, right? Because I paid it was like $1,000 for the 3-day boot camp. I was broke, by the way. I was broke and I paid it, right? And this is what takes to becoming an entrepreneur, right? Some people don't get it. That's why you need to read. And some people think, hey, why I have to read 20 books, 25 books? You don't have to know the books every page by heart. What a book does to your mind is like a filter. Every time you read, It's filter in your mind. It's not good. I mean, it's your mind is gonna take like 3% of the book. It's gonna be on your own subconscious. You're not gonna know, but you're reading it. That's why reading it makes it better. Because sometimes you say some things that you don't even know why, but because you read something, it's on your subconscious, and it's real. It's like a filter. That's how reading works. Some people think I gotta know the pages by heart, but it's not. So, I have this dude that it was we were at the we were at the we were talking about the book, right? Yeah. So we had the book, and I was starting like asking questions to my guys at college, and I was like, "Yo, do you wanna? You're studying civil engineering, right?" And they were like, "Yeah." And I asked him, "Hey, you're 18 right now. By 35, 40, what would you like to have? Like you want to own, right? Would you like to be doing something that you love, or do you want to have a 9 to 5 job?" And he said, "I would like to have a 9 to 5 job for the rest of my life." And I was like, damn, it's crazy. Because again, I don't have that mindset. You have to go through that, which is all right. But if you don't want to become that, you got to understand, you got to go through that. Some people get stressed. You got to appreciate the moment, right? And then, yeah, I started to have problems at school. Then I changed to business school, and I started developing my stuff. And when I was talking about the real estate class I had, and I was talking to this dude. He has like $15 million on his bank account, and I had like $150 in my bank account. And I was talking to him like, it's crazy, because he has $15 million in his bank account, and I have $150. And that's why I encourage everybody to, I mean, dude, if you're broke and if you think you feel something that you want to invest in yourself, do it. Because it was crazy. At that moment, I was like, because he was, I had some questions for him. Everybody was like afraid or whatever. I was scared the hell out of me too, but I was like, fuck it, I already paid this. I'm not gonna waste it. So I was talking for the first time to a guy who was $15 million worth, and I was like talking to people I mean, this is crazy. I mean, you gotta understand myself. I mean, be talking to broke people for the last whatever my last life, last life. I mean, it's crazy. And then you understand that they're not different. They just put the work on it. And if you that's why you have to surround with people like that. If you want to do something big, go ahead and pay to the whoever it is teaching you to do it. I mean, for example, this guy Grant Cardone, he got a lot of courses and whatever, right? I didn't have the opportunity to pay him, but I think we spoke like a couple weeks ago. I was trying to get some answers from him. But yeah, I mean, you gotta understand this. You gotta surround yourself with everybody. So hold on a minute. Let me check here. So yeah, I mean, reach that, pour that, write down in your comments if you already read that book. Write down what you think about it, and we're gonna comment to you also. And yeah, we have more questions about entrepreneurship, and we want to let everybody know that there's a lot of information around that they want to know about being an entrepreneur, what it takes. If you're here in the United States, you want to start a business, you want to know, hey, what's the difference of, I mean, if you're in college and or you're already in your career, you feel weird, you feel that you have to get some things done because you got your career influenced by your parents, or you're feeling that you're wasting your money. It's okay. Keep doing it, bro. I'm not here to tell you quit your stuff. You gotta start reading. Go ahead and read it. I mean, I'm gonna show some videos later of what I think from some businessmen around here in the U.S. right now, because it's crazy what is happening right now in the U.S. People is showing up. We already know who are the business guys that are spreading the real information. I'm not going to say names, not yet, because I don't have time, but I mean, I'm going to try to show them what they want to teach us, and why you should start to wake up, bro. People need to wake up because they are complaining about it, but they don't do nothing about it. So we'll see you later.